During the late 70s and early 80s, in a small town just 45 miles outside of Atlanta, Georgia, the members of the community congregated in the mornings, at lunchtime, and in the afternoons for a coffee break at the one and only store and gas station in town. And they didn't just gather to get their caffeine buzz. It was more about the conversation and the networking with their community. The population of that town has now grown to almost 30,000 people, and that mom and pop store no longer exists. Large grocery chains, convenience stores, food franchises, and shopping centers have replaced their once one-stop light town. This story is true for many towns across the nation, and with deeper investigation, one may find that the common thread is that as towns grow, many people miss that neighborly way and the social structure of their less populated town. If it was coffee that brought them together, then why can't that not still exist in larger communities, in particular at the supermarket, where so many other needs are met? In 2011, the Specialty Coffee Association of America reported that there were 22,549 coffee shops in the U.S. Now that's an 18% increase from the previous 3 years. However, in the previous 2 years before that, 2,500 shops had to close their doors. And the SCAA predicts 6.6% more closing by the end of this year. What does that mean for supermarkets? It means more opportunities to offer that coffee shop experience inside the store. As the Lemper Report has said many times before, supermarkets can position themselves as the flagship for the community by offering not just a place to check off their grocery list, but also meeting other community needs, like a place to meet up with neighbors and share that cup of coffee. Have a coffee happy hour during 4 to 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the early risers. Offer a reduced price. Offer loyalty points to frequent shopper card carriers when they check in to your coffee shop, and give them an opportunity to earn more points by checking in their friends as well. Offer coffee hour with the store's dietitian. Give participants the option of having a free 10-minute consultation on their personal nutritional profile and needs. The idea is simple. It's to create a mini community center so they won't just come for events, but they'll become regulars that come for great coffee and, most importantly, friendly faces. Food inflation when the Lemper Report continues. Sales gains at the nation's food stores dropped slightly in the first quarter of 2012 from the prior quarter. But food price inflation dropped even more, moving food retailers back into positive margin territory, according to data from the Food Institute. The 120 basis point difference was the largest since the second quarter of 2011. And with food price inflation projected to ease even further in coming months, this margin is likely to increase even further, as retailers have been fairly successful in passing on price increases after hesitating to do so during the recession that ended in late 2010. The downside for food retailers is that the increases that they experienced in their dollar sales earlier as a result of sharply higher prices are dwindling. Thus, those so-called healthy sales gains in 2011's second quarter of nearly 7% were largely due to inflation, and in the latest quarter just topped 5%. And with prices trending downward, even that level may be difficult to achieve. And at the same time, traditional food retailers, independents and chains alike, are facing increased competition from alternative formats like warehouse clubs, mass merchandisers like Target, who recently announced that they are again increasing their food offerings. Drugstores continue to do so at the same rate. Dollar stores as well. For more, just visit foodinstitute.com. The Lemper Report uploads right here 3 times a week with the information you need to stay ahead of the trends. For more, just visit
thelemperreport.com.